I actually just want to ask you one more question because you mentioned it, and it's the one thing that I haven't picked up on.
I'm out of time,
Overdevelopment.
I know.
Overdevelopment. What do you mean by that? And what is the issue with it?
Yeah, so overdevelopment would be determined by a local community. And what we would do is we would put, in terms of a local government area, for example, you know, they often have targets for new dwellings to go in their 20-year plan, all those types of things. And they're done by bureaucrats and ministers and all these people, rather than actually discussed through with properly with the local community. So we'd want to do things like citizen juries to have a look at. So for example, I'm in the North Sydney LGA. We'd want to have a look at how are our schools coping at the moment? Where are we at with regard to green space? Where are we at with regard to, you know, how busy are our roads and our public transport at peak hour? Are our hospitals coping with numbers at the moment? So we'd want to look right across the environmental and social infrastructure that we have in the community. And then we'd want to say, well, hold on, we're really struggling. We can't get our kids into childcare or school in the area. So before we actually, you know, densify our suburbs further, let's put all the infrastructure we need in to maintain our per capita living standards, and, you know, make sure we can get our kids into a local school, or we can, you know, get our parents or ourselves into a hospital, or we have parks, or our kids on a Saturday morning have a netball court or a soccer field to play on. And if those things, basic services aren't there, which are really struggling in a place like North Sydney, sorry, we don't add further dwellings. Put in the infrastructure and protect our environment, create more green space first, and then, you know, that's an appropriate time to continue further development. So they're the sort of decisions that need to be had at a local level with proper community engagement, rather than just, hey, there's a train station there, let's build 10,000 apartments next to it because there's a train station. You know, you've got to have proper community consultation and infrastructure in place. And if you don't have that, I'll call that overdevelopment.